And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And we all know what it means to MP and this team to play well on the road, to win those close road games. MP's been quite vocal, in fact, about rising up in the face of big obstacles this season.
And what I like about MP, he's willing to put his reputation on the line to make something happen. He's not just sitting back waiting for things to develop. That would certainly be the easier route. Instead, he's put a stake in the ground, and that ground is away from home.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Williams is out there with Tom. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Black Hole, and it's Holmgren in at the 5. And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. DA, take it away.
Hey guys, these games have been a point of emphasis for MP and his team this season. I asked him about playing on the road. MP told me it's all about toughness and grit. We're going to play hard no matter where we are. Kevin?
And they are a gritty bunch. David, thank you.
Great insight. From him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Here's Whitmore. Thompson, a screen on Williams. The Rockets with another miss.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Jacks up a 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Starts outside to the wing right side. Here's Whitmore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Houston's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Thompson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
No, he's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And we know Chet can shoot the ball, but I like him the most when he's near the basket.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Black Hole, a 3-pointer is right on target. Black Hole's got his second basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Whitmore. Out to Thompson. Here starts. Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. And here is Şengün. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Holmgren.
Team foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Here's Black Hole. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Williams for three, and the Thunder another three.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now, here is Starks. And he really played well against Denver. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one, no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Black Hole. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Another shot, and Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Rockets trail by 12. Starks the pass to Thompson. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Buries it from three-point range. Whitmore's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Rockets. Williams for three, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Now, here is Starks. Still without a basket. Pass to Whitmore. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Black Hole.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
To the left wing, back to Starks. Pass to Şengün. Whitmore with it. To answer back, but that three is off the mark. Over in the corner, Williams from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Whitmore. He's got 6. Outside, Longley. To stop the run. And the rejection by Holmgren. They recover it. Just 4 to shoot. They get it back.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Todd's shot is good.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked it. Rockets trailed by 19. Here's Whitmore. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Black Hole with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Thompson dishes to Green. Williams with the steal. Starks against Gilgeous-Alexander. Kept alive. For three, Holmgren. No good there.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Green in the high post. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The Thunder leading by 20. Fires the three. Thompson with the rebound. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Days checked in, and it's Tatum in for Ty. From deep, Williams. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And Şengün gets it to go on the assist by Starks.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Here's Şengün after Oklahoma City gets the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Here's Black Hole, and the Thunder another three.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Williams for three, and the Thunder another three.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Black Hole's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Thompson. And Bones Island subbed in for Starks. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Wallace is checked in. Here's Whitmore. He's got 8. Here's Black Hole. For 3, Williams gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got 20.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time. And a moment to see numbers for Williams. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Tipped away. Shot from 12, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
Island with it. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Şengün. Now Whitmore. They need this one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting. There's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Okongwu's checked in for Alperen Şengün. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Frazier, he's checked in for Williams. Houston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Whitmore, guarded by Tatum. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Here's Black Hole, and the Thunder another three.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now Whitmore, he's got 12. Okongwu with a screen on Tatum. Back to Okongwu. The wide open look here for Highland. It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Black Hole. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Whitmore. Okongwu with a screen on Tatum. Whitmore played in with a nice touch off the glass. Whitmore's got 14 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Highland. For the three. That shot no good. And so it's Oklahoma City with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Bones Highland is out there with Josh Green. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Conley in at the 4 slot. And so here is Houston, following the 3 from Black Hole. Here's Whitmore. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Green. Pass to Whitmore. There's the 3. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. Well, Black Hole in that last game against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He scored an amazing number of points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste. Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Floats it up for Holmgren. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Whitmore. 9 points last game out. And it's denied. And they'll get another chance. He had a nice open look right there. Green's got his first 3 points of the game. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here is Conley. He has yet to score. Conley sets a screen for Whitmore. That three off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
5-on-3 break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Thunder.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
The Rockets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Greg, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
And so here is Houston after the three-pointer from Black Hole. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Long lead for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Black Hole. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Highland. This one for 3. Todd with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Black Hole passes to Williams. Hits the three-point bomb. Williams has got 23.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Highland. His last outing, he had 8 points. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
And for Houston, they're shooting 41% for the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Fires for 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Whitmore's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Black Hole's going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Şengün's checked in for Houston. Brand comes in for Green. On defense, Oklahoma City. Island finds Whitmore. Houston moving it around. Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. The Rockets again can't hit.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Tipped back in for 2.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Highland. Pass to Şengün. Brand outside. Screen by Şengün. And it's Whitmore missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Todd's shot is good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Whitmore. He's got 20. Şengün with a screen on Williams. Pass to Şengün. Holmgren with the steal. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
He's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And here is Clark, following the 3 from Black Hole. Can they get it? And it's Whitmore missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Black Hole with the bucket.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Houston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Now, here's Tom. He's got 6. Black Hole. They get it again. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim. Rocket shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Black Hole. Connects again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Longley passes to Starks. Now Whitmore. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Şengün. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Black Hole. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
The Rockets shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Here's Whitmore. He's got 24. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. The Thunder pull it in.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
From the arc. The shot by Black Hole, no good. Another steal. He takes it in, and another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Şengün. Here's Whitmore. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in assists and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Houston making a switch. Thompson's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Dave's checked in.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Starks against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Longley. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Şengün, no good. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Good on the three-point shot.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now, here's Thompson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Whitmore. And that comes off the assist by Longley. Longley's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Black Hole. Fires the 3. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. 1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Whitmore. Lets it go from deep. The Thunder pull it in. Day's got his 5th rebound in this one. Launches a 3. Şengün with the rebound. The Rockets shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Only with it, takes a 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Day. Here's Black Hole. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And for Houston, their shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do. You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Whitmore with it. He's got 29 points. Good, nice job down low. Whitmore's got 31 points. Williams from outside. And so it's Oklahoma City able to put on a show for the Agents. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break.
Thanks.
Yeah, they're giving the game away. Some of it's decision-making, some of it's lack of focus.
They'd better wake up early in the second half or we're going to... Moving on to our next topic, All-Star voting. A peek at the... And that's all for us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Black Hole.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Black Hole is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Ty. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 down low.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Thunder shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. And the Thunder can't hang on to the ball. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Now Longley, after the missed 3 from Black Hole. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Starks. Another miss by Houston.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Black Hole with the bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And finished off by Longwood.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Three-pointer. Again, what an avalanche.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Gilgeous Alexander against Starks. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Starks with the steal. Here's Whitmore. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Williams.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Rockets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And that one misses. Tatum, he's checked in for the Thunder. Wallace comes in for Shea Gilgeous Alexander. He hits the second from the line. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Pass to Todd. Out to the wing. From deep. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Here's Starks after the made shot from Black Hole. Şengün passes to Thompson. Now Whitmore. He's got 32. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Whitmore. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Nobody near Williams. Black Hole passes to Todd. Goes back up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Frazier, he's checked in for the Thunder. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now, here is Starks. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Lets the 3 fly. Tries again. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Number 1, the Thunder. In third, the Rockets.
Great play from both of these teams in the open court. You love the energy and effort they've displayed lately here in getting out and forcing the issue.
Ellis is checked in for the Thunder. Pass to Whitmore. Shot to stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Whitmore's got 34.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Oklahoma City shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Black Hole. Good. Great play set up by Frazier.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Drills it from outside. Starks has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Houston. Pass to Black Hole. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And taken away by Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Josh Green's checked in for the Rockets. For Houston, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Thompson surveying the floor. Green with a screen on Frazier. The shot by Thompson, no good. Thompson's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Here's Black Hole. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
And it's Whitmore missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And here's a look at the stats for Black Hole. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 10 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
And the first one drops. And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in a such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
Now, here's Şengün. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Black Hole connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. The Rockets shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Pass to Şengün. They need this. Power down with both hands.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Black Hole. No good with the triple. Rockets on offense. Thompson passes to Starks. Over Wallace. A shot by Starks, no good.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Day kicks to Frazier. There's the triple. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
The Rockets shooting a meager 37% for the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Starks. To the paint. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And you know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
Now, here's Şengün. Now, Whitmore on the wing, Green. Back to Whitmore. Here's the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Whitmore's got 6 in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Pass to Black Hole. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Another steal. And here's Frazier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83%?
on the season. Outstanding. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Now, here is Starks. 2 minutes. He's got 8. And it's Whitmore missing. Frazier against Green. A shot by Blackhole, no good. And it's Houston's ball. Here's Perbet. And he's good on the 3 ball.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Blackhole. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 1:27 left to play in the third. Wallace against Starks. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Drains the 3-pointer.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
The Rockets shooting 48% from the field as a team in this third quarter. Here's Whitmore, guarded by Tatum. And it's Whitmore missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And here are the Rockets now. Here's Blackhole. Here he goes.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Oklahoma City shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. So the wing on the left releases. Money from the wing.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Starks outside. And just miss after miss right now. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Thunder opening. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guards.
Making a switch here. Now a timeout called by Houston. Here's Oklahoma City now. They've scored 10 straight. We've got Alperon Şengün. Cam Whitmore is out there with Thompson. Then there's Starks. And it's Longley in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Blackhole. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Whitmore. From downtown, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far
they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Black Hole.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside for Starks. Frazier against Thompson. From beyond the arc. No good. Shot missing. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 16-4 run. Here's Black Hole. And good. He hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to Starks. Here's Whitmore. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Misses there. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory